Welcome everybody, it's Telman. In this video we are going to be talking about the Afterlife arcade because there's been a pretty interesting find on the COD Zombies subreddit, and I'll link this post down in the description. Also I'll link the guy who found it, Quantum Z, who also has a YouTube channel. I'll link his channel down in the description because he's a really cool YouTuber. He has a lot of stuff for Infinite Warfare Zombies, so if you guys are interested, go ahead and click his link down in the description. But anyways, on to his find. So I'm sure you guys remember the lobby screen for Zombies inside Infinite Warfare, and you guys have all seen it before. It looks pretty familiar. We see Willard presents, and of course whatever film it's the newest film, or whichever the map is the newest map we're playing at. Originally it was Zombie Spaceline, then Raven the Redwoods, Shell and Shuffle, and of course it's now Attack of the Radioactive Thing. And we've seen this for a long time, ever since launch, but there's actually some words above it, and we can kind of see some things. We can see IFE, and we could have kind of assumed what's exactly being said there, but we weren't entirely sure. That's why nobody really said anything. But Quantum Z went into the files of the game and actually pulled out the full model of this item, and as you guys see, I'll have it on screen right now, but it actually says Afterlife Theater, so that is really interesting, and this seems like it relates directly to the Afterlife arcade, and it really makes me question if the Afterlife arcade is really the Afterlife or anything of the sort. And of course I'll explain myself in just a bit, but to me, after seeing this, it kind of confirms that the Afterlife arcade is just back in their original world. And the reason we do know this is our character's original world is because if you look at the intro cutscene to Zombies in Spaceline, you see our characters walking to the exact same theater. Of course you guys will see the intro playing right now. It's the exact same thing. It also says life, and you can at least see life at the end, so we do know this is the exact same theater, so it must be the same one that we see inside this lobby menu area, whatever you want to call it. And of course, like I said, it being named the Afterlife Theater, it does make you think that the Afterlife arcade must be inside the Afterlife Theater, so it's pretty interesting. It really makes me think that the reason it's called the Afterlife arcade isn't because it has anything to do with the afterlife, but it's just that you're going back to the Afterlife Theater. And it's very, very interesting because I originally thought the only time we ever went back to the original world, or at least our character's original world, was when we went to the pack punch machine and we teleport and we see next to the projector and everything, but we're not entirely sure if that's even the case, if that's still the real world, or at least their original world. But we do know for a fact now that the Afterlife arcade is their original world, and I'm pretty surprised with this because I just thought the Afterlife arcade was just some bubble Willard created, but it's so weird to see that it's the original world our characters are coming from, and I'm not entirely sure why this is all the case. Of course, if you guys have any ideas, go ahead and leave them down, but there's one last thing I want to say, because returning back to the menu screen for Zombies, this isn't the normal world our characters originally left from. It was just a normal world when our characters left, if you guys remember. But now inside this lobby menu, we actually see zombies walking all over the place, so I'm not entirely sure if there's their original world to return to, because we hear our characters saying that they want to go back to their original world at least once or twice already, but is there even a world for them to return to? Because it looks like it's still going to be filled with zombies just like they're right now, so I'm not entirely sure if that's the case. It also makes me think maybe that's what they're actually going to have happening inside DLC 4, where at the end of DLC 3 we're going to go back to the original world and it's going to be ran over with zombies, and of course DLC 4 will take place, Willard will be there and all that stuff, because Willard has already suggested that he's going to be inside DLC 4, or at least in Shell and Shuffle. He had a quote talking about this, if you guys know what I'm talking about. But anyways, it's pretty interesting seeing this all nonetheless. I'm not too sure what to make of it. If you guys have any ideas, or you just want to speculate even further or anything like that, go ahead and leave them down in the comment section below. But anyways, that's about it for me. If you guys did enjoy the video, go ahead and thumbs up. If you guys want to stay tuned for content similar to this, go ahead and subscribe. But I'm going to go, and I will catch you guys on my next video.